My name is Allie Stewart, and today I will be demonstrating how to perform basic sign language phrases and useful words. While conversing with a deaf person, it's important to remember that American Sign Language is a very personal connection that you have earned the ability to share with someone who is unfortunate in hearing you. Sign language is very much like spoken language in many ways. There is some interesting history behind American Sign Language. In the early AD, Christians believed that if you were deaf, it was a sin, and that was God's way of punishing their parents. Sign language has been around since deaf people have been around, and they soon developed their own language, and in 1817 they opened a school for the deaf in Hartford, Connecticut. It was very short-lived, and it's now a museum. There are also some very interesting facts that I thought y'all would like to know about American Sign Language as well. Yes, American Sign Language is different in different countries. Sign language doesn't represent spoken language. For example, in English, when we say, I don't know, in sign language it's very different and can be very confusing. The official sign for I don't know is, I don't know. I don't know. Sign language also has its own grammar. For example, American Sign Language uses the space between you and the other person to demonstrate who did what to whom while pointing. We must also remember that our eyebrows say a lot about what we're trying to say to the other person. Our eyebrows should be down when asking who, when, what, or where questions, and our eyebrows should be raised when asking yes or no questions. American Sign Language is a very artistic performance involving gestures and facial expressions, stressing and de-emphasizing sounds and vocal emotions that could bring a story to life without using words. Some basic phrases that I would like to show y'all today would be naturally, if you're meeting somebody, how are you? So all it is your hands on the inside rolling out. How are you? And we're just going to skip the R part. It doesn't exist. How are you? So naturally, you would respond with good or bad. Good, good, or bad, bad. When gathering information with the other person, you might feel obligated to ask, where are you from? So in this sign, all it is we're just pointing up and we're making a zigzag motion. Where are you from? And it's just a simple brush along your jawbone. Where are you from? It's also important to learn each other's names. So when you're asking, what is your name, it's kind of confusing because it's backwards for them. So when we would say, what is your name? In sign language, you would say, your name is what? Again, your name is what? And in response, for example, my name, I would say, my name is Allie. My name is Allie. It's also important to know yes or no. And these are very simple. Yes is just a fist, and it's making its way forward, kind of like nodding your head yes. Yes. And then for no, it's just no. It's just two fingers and your thumb closing. No. I also had some requests to sign I love you, I miss you, thank you, good morning, good night, and you're welcome. So I love you. There's two different ways to do I love you. There's the British Sign Language way and the American Sign Language way. And in the British Sign Language way, it is just I love you. I love you. And in the American way, it's I love you. And you're just turning your hand. And for I miss you, the sign for miss is just pointing at your head. So, I miss you. Good morning is just a combination of good and morning. So, good. And then morning, you're just going to flip your hands over and bring it back towards you. Good morning. Good morning. And then good night is just the same thing, a combination of good and night. Good night. Good night. For thank you, it's almost like good, but you're just thank you. Thank you. Your hands, you don't have to do anything with your other hand, just thank you. And then for your welcome, you're just bringing your hand out to the side and then bringing it back toward the center. You're welcome. For hello, it's just the simple hello. And then for goodbye, it's sort of like a salute. Goodbye. Thank you for watching.